Hey there, fellas. Do you like old school death metal? Do you like stylish guitars? Well, turns out there's a guitar company for your needs. And what better way to talk about that than in a YouTube video, am I right?
I'm really just gonna start off by discussing this little 11-year-old that thinks he has an opinion that matters about BC Rich.
As Kanin from Six String TV, big recommendation on my part, by the way, already found out, there seems to be just no more handsome community out there than the BC Rich fandom. But don't get me wrong, I really am a die-hard BC Rich fan, and sorry Dave, I'm not gonna make it as easy for you as Kaylin did it. Hell, I love these guitars so much that I drove through half of Europe to just get my hands on a Legacy Stealth. But there's something happening right now that I'm just not willing to further accept. And that's the insane scalping of BC Rich guitars. I really don't want to start a massive, oh well, that's just how the market works argument here. That's a debate for another time and maybe just not my kind of beer. That's one thing. But when we see $200 guitars sell for 4-figure sums on Reverb, it's maybe time to say, hey guys, this isn't alright. But why? Because I was at this point as well. There seems to be a massive influx of new players seeking out these guitars, especially Ironbirds. And can you blame them? Blood Incantation, Gate Creeper, Undeath, 200 Stab Wounds, Tribal Gaze, and so many more of these big upcoming death metal artists play BC Rich models. Understandably so, there really is no other brand around screaming OSDM as hard as BC Rich does. Many young players, myself included, see these guys with their Ironbirds, Stealth, Mockingbirds and Warlocks and think, well, I kinda want that myself. And here we get to the thing that just doesn't let me go. For this, let's take a look at some Ironbirds on Reverb. Keep in mind, these have already sold. I didn't pay nearly as much and own one of these, and that's why we are talking about it. It's, for me personally, kind of important to own the thing I'm talking about, just to have at least some kind of experience with it myself. So, what is this? This is a Platinum Series Ironbird. These were made in the so-called Class X era in Korea during the late 80s and early 90s. Okay, so what? They were not really top of the line, but I mean, they're still solid, right? Well, I have to disappoint you. They feature an awful bridge that will literally crumble into pieces. I've had it happen myself, which, by the way, at the making of this video, there's a single guy on Earth making replacements for these. Big shout out to Glenn Graff, who keeps making these himself in way better quality than they ever came from factory. So, okay, yeah, that's kind of bad, but I mean, I just can throw another tram in it, well? Well, no, the string spacing and routing doesn't really allow that. You will need to take the guitar to a luthier to reseat the studs, route the cavity for a Floyd or Kaler, and shim the neck. So to make this very clear, we are talking about an investment of at least $300 for a bridge master from Glenn Graff just to keep these instruments alive. We haven't even talked about tuners or the god-awful stock pickups you will need to replace. These also cost money. Overall, I'd say you need to spend around $500 to $600 just to make this into a workable and playable instrument. And that's on top of the price you see on Reverb. Now let's come to the thing that really makes me angry about this. Let's have a look at what you could, and we will talk about this later, get from BC Rich in that price range. You have more or less specced out guitars like maybe the Legacy Staffs coming in at around $1,600. Really flawless instrument. I own one myself, I play it every day, I love it. Or maybe, if you like that more, a Mark I Ironbird, either with a Floyd Rose or even a Kaler. Granted, both do not really feature top-of-the-line bridges in both examples, but they are workable and, even more importantly, easily upgradable. Now to the problem regarding this. Well, as everybody with a keen eye should have noticed, none of these are actually in stock. And that's how it's been for like 2 years now. It's doubtful if we will ever see these guitars. In fact, I haven't seen a single image of these Calored Ironbirds outside of BC Rich promotion. I am from Germany and have contacted before I went out to buy my BC Rich Stealth, not just Thomann, but almost all retailers regarding these guitars. From what I could make out, they are right now selling off the stock they have. When will new ones arrive? Who knows? Thomann straight up told me they are not reordering them. It's not possible to get these guitars anymore. So that leaves us with the question, what's actually happening at BC Rich? No one really knows, to be honest. They've said countless times that COVID really broke their backs for their import line of guitars, but as much as I understand that, when did that start? 2020? It's not like other brands didn't really have that issue as well. It, as a big BC Rich fan, really dearly breaks my heart to see where this is going. The company changed hands and seemingly even found its way back on track, listening to fans, bringing back Kaylors into the lineup, offering Stealths and Ironbirds again, and most importantly, upping the quality on the imports. Gone were the days of the $200 trash Warlocks with bolt-on necks you would see and laugh about. But right now, the supply issue is so bad that people will spend thousands of dollars just to get a certain shape, no matter the quality. And we haven't even talked about the insane prices the higher quality imports from back in the days like NJ Stealths and NJ Ironbirds bring in right now. Hell, I swear I've seen a $200 Stealth 1 change hands for upwards of $2,000. People will pay these outrageous prices just to at least have a workable body with a headstock that says BC Rich on it. So come on, BC Rich, all you gotta do is actually give us what you announce, and that will stop these god-awful scalpers from taking advantage of young people who are looking forward to buying their dream instrument. So that should be about it from my part. The amount of people I see fall for this is worryingly high. I'm very active in a lot of BC Rich Facebook groups, and I see people post about these Platinum Series guitars almost every day, asking how to fix the bridges and so on. Maybe we will see another video from me regarding these Bandmaster bridges. I've worked around them like way too much and spent way too much time to actually check out the issues with them. But if you want to see that, feel free to write me a comment. Feel free to leave a sub if you desire, or like. Dislikes are not possible anymore, so I don't really care. As to the people who will very likely cater towards this video, there's a very good reason I do not show my face here. The reason is because I'm aware of the BC Rich fanbase, which can be very toxic. I'm not willing to deal with this. I will delete every comment that just is not constructive in any way. So yeah, fuck you, Dave, and fuck you, everybody who thinks he has to write me death threats or something else. By the way, top-notch performance, Dave, by the way, to roast a 17-year-old teenager from Germany on the internet after making some very constructive criticism regarding the brand. Almost 60 to 70% of the current BC Rich fanbase would also agree on. But I mean, that's another topic for another day. If you're interested in all this drama, feel free to check out Six String TV and his videos regarding this. As said, that's it for my part. Feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, or do whatever you like. Yeah, signing out here.